ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत ऋण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्ताय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरुः स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पगः। सदा शिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनशम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। पेज 111 पेज शन्नो मित्र to whom this is. Please repeat. Om Shanno Mitra Sham Varunah. इधर से आ जाए। शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि। ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। avatu mam, avatu bhaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yesterday we had seen that the human being aims to fulfill himself, secure himself, or get joy or get expansion by the world. And the mistake in this kind of pursuit is that it is never going to give its end. Because world by its nature is ja means jayate, ga means gacchati. It is itself is insecure. Ta is tishtati eva. Jayate gacchati tishtati eva. So, to get something which is unlimited from limited, I have already taken in detail. Unlimited means I want the fulfillment or joy or sense of completeness which is not in some time or at some place or in some person. I don't want something, my fulfillment should be interrupted by something. And if I want something which is non-interrupted, conditioned, then that should not be a thing which is made. Because anything made will have prior absence, and anything made will be having posterior absence. And therefore Mundak has used the word kritaha and akritaha. Nasti akritaha kritena. So the goal of moksha is mentioned in Mundak by the word akritaha. Akritaha. Akritaha means not done, not made. I don't want any interruption in my fulfillment and happiness and completeness with any person. Even if I meet 100 people, I want that my completeness should be there with 100 people. And if I feel also that this person I will feel limited, so I'll avoid meeting that person. Or with any action also I will say, this action should not make me limited or tense, or any place should not make me feel smaller, or any time or prarabdha should not make me feel that I am bound. So please note this desire. This desire forms the very core of the seeker's personality, which he addresses. The difference between the worldly person and the seeker is worldly person addresses pseudo desire and superficial desire. The seeker addresses the core and fulfillable desire. This is the only desire which is fulfilled. See the worldly person's predicament. He says, I love my wife or a child or a money. Now his real desire is to be fulfilled at all place, at all time with everybody. And therefore that thing which is at all place, all time with everybody should not be made. And it should not be distant from me. Because anything which is distant from me will come in space or time. But he wants one thing. He wants money. So money will not be all pervasive. This is what I'm going superficial desire. He wants name, fame. Name, fame is not at all time, at all place. So this is the conflict of an ordinary person. He is trying to put the plate in the bowl. If you put bowl in the plate, it is okay. But he is putting the plate in the bowl. That this is fitting is not possible. So I am not the one. And moment you realize this aspect, it's a very crucial realization. That even if I get this thing, because I want money and even if I get it, after that that core desire will be unfulfilled. The basic desire. Therefore, Yoga Vasishtha has used the word Shubhecha for that desire. And this is inbuilt desire. It's not created by human being. It is brought up. You can fan this desire as much as possible. And this is where the satsang helps you. Satsang helps you to fan up this desire, which is the main real desire. And abhyam. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Maham ichhaptum dhananjaya. Please desire me. In 12th chapter, Bhagavan says that Maham ichhaptum dhananjaya. Everywhere he is condemning that don't desire anything. All kam are dangerous. But this is the only one which is not dangerous. And if it is at all place, at all time, and it should not be different than me. Because if it is different than me, then it will be not in all object, not in all me. Therefore it should be one with me and it should be unlimited. There is something which is unlimited. There is something which is not created. There is something which is not drishya or seen. So there is one conscious, unlimited, not seen. This was mentioned as akritaha. I hope this point is clear. And after I know this aspect, then I feel, let us pursue this only. But it is not at a place and time. So what shall I do now to get this? You don't have to do anything. Akrita, I already told you, it is not made. So you won't get it by making. Antakaran Shuddhi is sadhya. But Gyan is not sadhya. Something is there, I don't know, it is only that means ignorance is there. Now second point is there. Antakaran Shuddhi is attained. It is not now, it will be at some other time. No problem. So what is that is karma sadhya. But this thing which is there, that fulfillment, what I am aiming for, that completeness, this absence of being bound, the absence of the feeling of being limited, this will not be attained by any action. Or it cannot be the subject of any doing. Because if it is subject of doing, then it will become again finite thing. And therefore it will be Gyan Sadhya or known by knowledge. I hope this point is clear. And if a seeker discovers this, seeker is a one who is discovering only. That's how, okay, I am aiming for that thing and supposing I get it. After getting only this will remain problem. This problem will remain intact. Therefore, one saint, Swami Abhedananda of Vrindavan, used to say very nice thing. He used to say, although he was blind, but he had the Gyan Chakshu, eyes which were full of knowledge. He used to say, after getting anything or after enjoying anything, after some time you will be in the same experience as you had before not having that. Nandika Sunna. I wanted $1 million. I had $1 million. I had to think of something less than million. Imagine big. Now I enjoyed. Maybe I used whatever I want or I kept. He used to say that what is the issue? After some days or some years, it is a question of days and years only. When you did not have that amount and your experience was there about you, which was limited and bound, same experience will be there. So it is not going to change your basic experience of being bound or being limited. Because you are not addressing the issue of I. You are fulfilling that desire which is not going to be fulfilled. Then I want something else after that. I want 1 million more. Low. Now after this you are in the same category as you are wanting 1 million. Again the sense of incompleteness and is there. I got married, but I want children now. So again you have the same limitation, experience. Now I have a children, I want another boy or girl. Then again I want them to be studying very well. Your basic personality, which is a wrong personality, is not being addressed by fulfilling the outer desires. And therefore yesterday I had mentioned 2 points, if you remember, that Vedanta says the Arth Purusharth and Kam Purusharth are Mithya Purusharth. Mithya means it is a show that it is a fulfillable, it is not fulfillable Purusharth. But it is mentioned there. Now Moksha Purusharth comes when you realize that there is something. Dhyan deke sunna. Supposing I know that I want fulfillment at all place, at all time, but there is nothing like this. I want to be happy, I want to be complete with every situation, with everybody, with all ages, at all ages, with all age groups also. But there is nothing existing like that. So that means my desire is non-fulfillable. How did it come then? If this was not fulfillable, Vedanta says no, this is not the case. There is a thing like that. At least at all time, one thing is you can know very well, and that is the Atma. Because the same Atma was there from birth to death. And because you have no experience of being born, therefore this Atma, you have to say it was Nityam. Well, but I have experience, I have born. Body was born, not the self. Body was born. And supposing you say I have the experience of the birth, then who will see the experience of the birth? There should be before birth also. So if you can come to one conclusion that there is a self which was before the birth of the body and after the death of the body also, and you can say because it is non-modifying, anything non-modifying has no birth and no death. At least this conclusion you can come easily. It does not require a lot of discussion. Dehi nityo avadhyoyam. And because it is Chetan also, I will use the word now eternal. I will use the word that it is all time or it is not negative by time. Now the question is, your Atma is also at all time, my Atma is also at all time, his Atma is all. There are many eternals then. Whatever will be at all time will be at all place. Dhyan deke sunna. Now, if it is at all place, then it has to be all pervading. Avinashur tadvidyen sarvamidam tatam. So where it is one, it is consciousness, it is at all time, it is at all place. So you cannot say there is nothing existing like that which is at all time, at all place also. I am repeating it. It is one which is self, it is at all time, that means it is not modified, malleable, or it is at all place, it is all pervading. At least 3-4 points you have concluded, and it is a very big conclusion. Other than Atma, nothing can be at all time. It is not subject to modification. Other than Atma, Avyakt also is subject to modification. So there is something called self which is there. And it will be, because it is at all pervading, therefore it will be unlimited. And that is unbounded thing is Atma. You cannot say there is nothing unbounded in this world. Change is the changeless law. To a certain degree, yes. But there is something changeless also. You hear that change alone is the law. No, change alone is not the law. There is something unchanging also behind the change. So you cannot say that there is nothing there. And it is unbounded also. Well, but I don't experience, I only experience I am the same. I don't experience that I am non-modified. It's not that you don't experience. You have not put your attention there. It is not that you don't experience. It is not a new thing. It is not something which you will be experiencing after understanding a lot. You have to shift your attention towards your own state. Please note, Vedanta is not an experience. Because experience comes and goes. It's a knowledge. It is, whether you are ignorant, still you have to shift your attention. So there is something, and moment you address to this thing, and I want to know and confirm, and want to know more about this, there is where you are called mumukshu, or you are the seeker of moksha purushartha. This is, I think, very, very important to understand. Nothing else will satisfy you. You can go to Brahmalok, you can go to Pitralok, anywhere you go, this will be a consistent problem. You do anything, you will at the most enjoy for some time, and after that, slowly, the same sense of bondage and limitation and rebirth and desire will not evade you. This is what fact is, whether you understand today or after 100 years or 100 births, this you have to understand, that is the reality. Na astya krita kritena parikshalokan karamjetan brahmana. Only, okay, without this there is no way out. Shvetashvatar says that there is only one way out. Yada charmvad akasham veshteshyanti manava. If you can wrap the whole space like a calendar and put in your armpit, then only you can be fulfilled and liberated without knowing the self. Well, how is that possible? How I can put the calendar in the armpit and what is the space as a calendar? Well, if that is impossible, this is also impossible. There is nothing else which is unlimited. There is no possibility there is unlimited. Like God is unlimited. God, if he is other than the self, the God will also be limited. Because he will come in space then. He will be finite God. If God is other than me, other than the self I mean, it will be finite God because he will have a shape. That means he will be in the realm of time and space, and it will be dying God. Oh my God. It will be dying God. Nothing else is there. आप मानो मत मानो आपके ऊपर है ये. You can discuss, you can break your head, you can go to scriptures, but you have to get convinced on this point that nothing else is there which is at all place, and this is my desire. If you remember yesterday class, I said everything I want limited. Limited food, limited clothes, limited space to live. Everybody's. There are two kinds of desire. One desire is cultured desire, incidental desire. Other is intrinsic desire. Incidental desire is, I have a desire of mobile. I saw the mobile and I felt I should also have mobile. I saw the car and I thought I should also have a car. I saw somebody famous, I thought I should also become famous. Nobody knows me. Even my dog doesn't know me. I saw that boy, I said, let me marry that boy. But the desire to be fearless and the desire to be fulfilled is not incidental. It is intrinsic desire. It is not because of something happened after that I wanted to be free. Desire to be free is a very, very serious desire. And our problem is, Maya has done a mischief here. We feel, I love you because you give me freedom, therefore I will be loving you. I want freedom from you. As if by being attached, I already am signing a bond, actually, that unless you are responding, I will not be happy. By being attached, I am really signing a very illogical bond that unless I get a suitable response from you, I will not be feeling free, actually. Whether it is my bondage with my family members or my money or anything, unless I get things, I will not. What are you doing then? What are you doing? You are contradicting your intrinsic desire. Your intrinsic desire is to be free, to be fulfilled, to be complete. And then you get attached also. Then you get someone as Maya also. Then you have ahankar also. All these things are dependent on 100 factors. So you are putting yourself on one and dependent on 100 factors. And your intrinsic desire is to be free, to be fulfilled, to be quiet. You have put yourself. What is it? Square peg. Huh? A square peg in a round hole, whatever is there. It is you are doing. What are you doing? Nonsense thing you are doing. पहले इसी को पुरुषार्थ निश्चय तो करो तुम. This is a foundation step. This is called purushartha nischay, ascertaining my purusharth. And it is not something which is you need to be very intelligent to understand. It's not a rocket science, they say. पुरुषार्थ निश्चय तो करो कि क्या सच में हम यही चाहते थे क्या? Is it not if I get attached to one person and if he is not at other place, will I not be feel bound? Will not I feel sad? Is it what my intrinsic desire was? Or if I hate that person, is it not that in his company I'll feel bound? I don't like you at all. And you are also coming here. Now sitting next to me, that is a problem now. Thinking of that person itself is a problem now. I am having a very big ahankar. Is it not true that when I ahankar, I want a certain responses and I'm more dependent on you after that? Now, on one hand, I think that, I am big, therefore you should have recognized that I am big. On another hand, you say, I want to be free with everybody at all place, at all time. You have made a mess like this. There is a conflict in imaginary, in incidental desire and intrinsic desire. This tussle you have created in your life. Don't create the contradictions in your own bosom and self. Let the mind, okay, I cannot do it, that is our problem. But be convinced that this is wrong. I can't leave my desire of attachment, desire of, money, desire of ahankar. That is fine. But don't justify that. More you do every time, how much purusharth nischay you do hold, that depends how sharp your seekership will be. It is not that in the class I did purusharth nischay. Therefore I say write notes. By writing notes, you are forced to think on that topic. It's not that I am troubling everybody. Well, you are troubling everybody, only you don't have to write notes. Only I have to write. आप कुछ भी जब भी sadness to start doing purusharth vivek. You are angry, start doing purusharth vivek. Really what I want and really what I am doing. When I was brahmachari, I went to one saint. So this coming on the field and all this work was going on. Are you feeling hot or is it okay? Okay. पता नहीं क्या है बल कुछ ही नहीं इसमें तो ना कुछ भी right. Something. So, is it okay there? Acha. You can just put on lower. So that saint said very nice thing. He said you are going on the field and lot of classes will be there. Sometime people will be with you, sometime they will not be with you. Sometime they will admire you, sometime they may not admire you also. Maybe sometimes censor you. Don't forget that day when you went for what? When you left home, what was in your mind? What for you wanted and went? What did you go to your Gurudev? What was your really aim and fire at that day? Don't get lost in all these, nonsense areas and secondary areas. Keep on doing Purusharth Vivek. Keep on doing Purusharth Nishchay. Now I am coming to next topic. I hope this point is clear. Next topic is now something called Pramana. One definition of Pramanajanyam Jnanam. Yat Pramanajanyam Tad Jnanam. All these Sanskrit things, can't you write in a board so that I can copy it? Never mind. We can, in the Sanskrit class, you can write the Sanskrit things. If some words are there, then you can copy. Abhijit will write. One definition of Jnanam is, dhyan deke sunna. Only what is Brahman? I do every day pranam. No, not pranam. Pranam is different, Brahman is different. Oh, I think both are same. No. I thought Pratyaksh Praman means one who does Namaskar from front. Anuman Praman is, you have to infer that he has offered pranam. No. Pranam nahi hai, praman hai, praman. What is praman? Like I say, this is a flower. Not flour, flower. Flour is wheat flour. Both are different. Flour is different, flower is different. Will you please give me wheat flour? It is flour, not flour. It is wheat flour. Don't say wheat flour. So, I know this through eyes. Dhyan deke sunna. Any knowledge takes place through a certain praman. I'm going very slow. Praman is a very important topic. You cannot afford to miss anything. If you miss this class, you will have a lot of problems later on. So, any knowledge, whether it is the college knowledge or which is the knowledge of that this is a flower, or the knowledge that the food is very tasty, or the knowledge that, it's bright sunshine. Bright sun is there. Sunil Gavaskar wrote a book also, Sunny Days. He wrote a book called Sunny Days to tell, because when he was writing, lot of, it must be very sunny. And his name was also Sunny actually. So they used to call him Sunny. Sunil ka Sunny ho gaya. So it was too indicating sunny days. When you say it's bright, so this knowledge has taken through the pramana of eyes. It is very, very, something hot fell on my hand. Again, the knowledge is through pramana of the skin. So, pramayaha asadharan karanam pramanam. What is the asadharan karanam? Dhyan deke sunna. Asadharan karanam. This will be written in the Sanskrit class, don't worry about that. So if you cannot write, don't worry. So what Prama means knowledge. Praman means of knowledge. A specific means of knowledge. Okay. One is called Sadharan Karan, other is called Asadharan Karan. One is called Sadharan Karan, dhyan deke sunna. General means of knowledge. Other is called specific means of knowledge. What is the difference between them? We'll say that. Supposing I say this is a flower. This can be known only by the eyes. Hand can know but it will not know which color is it. So hand's knowledge will be incomplete about that. This is sadharan or asadharan. This is knowledge, this is a flower, is asadharan, because it is known by the eyes. Dhyan dekho sunna. After that, I ate something and it was very salty. So the tongue is the asadharan or specific means of knowledge for the taste. Then I heard some sound. So the ears were the specific means of knowledge for the sound. But in and through mind is going on. So mind is sadharan karan. Mind is which is going through all praman. That is called sadharan karan. And sense organs are asadharan karan. In English I am putting on specific means of knowledge and general means of knowledge. So praman is not that which is the general means of knowledge. What is the specific means of knowledge? That is called praman. Your mind may be there, but if I is not working, you will not know exactly what is it. Your mind may be there. If you don't know exactly, both are required. But praman will be, specific praman is required for a specific known. Taste praman, for taste, eyes won't work. For sound, eyes won't work. Because you need a particular praman, particular means of knowledge for a particular known area. I hope this point is clear. This is called praman. बहुत important है प्रमाण का topic, because we think this book, Taittiriya Upanishad, is the name of a book. And that book is, I have that book, I got that book. So this is not the book. So now when it comes to praman, this is one point, is praman. Lot is there, we are just starting. So what is there praman? ठीक है ना? Any knowledge is by praman. बिल्कुल ठीक है भाई, प्रमाण प्रमाण कह के हमारा दिमाग खराब हो गया. So one is called प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण. प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण इंद्रिय अर्थ सन्निकर्ष जन्य ज्ञानम. That is called प्रत्यक्ष प्रमाण. इंद्रिय अर्थ सन्निकर्ष जन्यम ज्ञानम. That knowledge which is born out of the contact of sense organ and sense object, that is called pratyaksh praman. ठीक है ना? Pratyaksh praman. Like I am seeing you. This is pratyaksh praman. From the sense organ of, I am seeing. Knowledge born with the contact of sense organ and sense object is called देखो ध्यान देना. Here sense organ in the definition is indriya plus man. Because mind is also included in the indriya. Gita says indriyanam manaschasmi. So both are there. Okay. ठीक है, ठीक है. You know, these glasses in Sanskrit are called upanetram. Like netram is there, this is called upanetram. So one is called karanani, other is called upakaranani. Like microscope is there. So if you see your hand by microscope, you will find lot of microbes are there, bacteria are there here and there. With high resolution microscope, if you see, thank God we don't see. Therefore they say before eating you please wash your hand. Even if you see somebody's face, so there is a big cluster of bacteria all around here. In your guts itself, there are billions of bacteria. Not one, two bacteria are there. Therefore, a lot of earlier days, touching was an issue. So, this is called Upakarnani. One is called Pratyaksh Pramana. And please note, I will tell this thing, any jnana is Vastu Tantra and not Purush Tantra. I am having flower. This is a flower. Now with this flower I am going to do something. This is a flower, you cannot change this knowledge. It will be a flower. So this is called Vastu Tantra. It is not dependent on you to think what it is. But what you do with this, that is dependent on you. You can offer it on the altar, you can put in your hair, you can give it to your friend, you can plant it somewhere, you can decorate it on your table. So there is Pramana Vibhag and Nirmana Vibhag. There are two compartments. One is called compartment of knowledge and other is called compartment of creation. Pramana Vibhag, doing anything with the flower is Nirmana Vibhag. I am going to give it to my friend, this flower. I am going to put on my altar. That is Nirmana Vibhag. But you cannot say this is not anything else. So Pramana Vibhag is a universal thing. Everybody has to say it is a flower only. Whether it is American or he is a Russian or he is a Chinese, flower, nobody can say this is something other than flower. Fire is hot. This is Pramana. But fire is Devta. This is Nirmana. So one is Pramana Tantra. Gyan is Pramana Tantra. Will is not involved in the Gyan. There is no Ichha involved. There is no mood involved. But what I do with the flower, their mood is involved. There is a Ichha, there is a will involved. I hope you are understanding. Then my desire is there. I am not feeling good to give the flower to him because my mood is not okay. There is Nirmana Vibhag. Nirmana Vibhag is dependent on you. Pramana Vibhag is not dependent on you. Salt will be salty only. Where to use that salt, that is the Nirmana Vibhag. You can put in the soup, you can put in the vegetable, you can put in your poha. That is up to you. So Pramana Vibhag is Vastu Tantra and Nirmana Vibhag is Purush Tantra. One or two more Vibhag will come later on. Just hold on. Now, there will be 6 Pramana. Among 6 Pramana, Pratyaksh Pramana is called Mool Pramanam, main Pramana. This is called Mother Pramana. Because of this, only all other Pramana will be there. Among Lokik Pramana, all the Pramana is based on Mool Pramana, not Mooli Pramana, Mool Pramana. Mool means main, fundamental. Mool is reddish. Now in Pratyaksh Pramana also, there is something called Indriya Pratyaksh and there is something called Sakshi Pratyaksh. Bullet is becoming very technical. Don't worry. Just relax. Don't worry. You have to understand that. You will enjoy later on. Just now get all information. I see this is a white thing. This is Indriya Pratyaksh. My mind is very disturbed today. This is Sakshi Pratyaksh. I know my mind is not okay. I know my mind is very quiet today. I am feeling very happy today. I completed my job, therefore I am very happy. I completed my part, therefore I am very happy. This is Sakshi Pratyaksh. Don't be happy. Problem is, after you get too happy, mind gets most careless after doing sadhana. Because mind takes revenge. You suppressed me for so long. Now let me enjoy and relax. So the danger time will come after that. That is a fall time. Sakshi Pratyaksh. I hope it is okay. About Indri Pratyaksh and Sakshi Pratyaksh. Mule, all these notes I have to write. Don't worry about notes. Mule, I have to worry. I have to worry. Here they say like that. One day, somebody said, Swami, if there is a traffic, if you go at 4 o'clock to the airport, 3 o'clock, it is traffic. If you get 5 o'clock, you have to worry. Because traffic is over. Well, then you have to worry. Now, next praman, which is very, very commonly used, is called Anuman Praman. Anu means after. Man means Pratyaksh. One which is after Pratyaksh is called Anuman. Anuman. What is Anuman Praman? What is the definition of Anuman? Huh? No inference definition. Ling Paramarsho Nam Anuman. ध्यान देके सुनना. Attention is required again. Because you use this pramana a lot. You saw, very common example and the commonest example, that you saw the smoke on the hill. The smoke is there. I don't see fire. But I have seen the association wherever there is a smoke, there is a fire. That I saw in my kitchen actually. And therefore my anuman is now that there must be a fire in the hill. Parvato Vanniman. This is called anuman. Not cause-effect. I am not saying cause-effect. That is here, therefore, another word used means Vyapti word will be coming very, very frequently. Vyapti word will be there. You have to hear the Vyapti word. What is Vyapti word? अब इसको इंग्लिश में क्या बोले भाई? Invariable concomitance. This is more difficult than Vyapti. I think Vyapti is fine. If one is there, the other will be invariably there. To say this one sentence is called Vyapti in Sanskrit. If one is there, the other is invariably there. This is called Vyapti. Invariable concomitance. Chalo, concomitance you don't understand. Invariable connection you can say. If you don't like the word concomitance, but I like the word concomitance. Vyapti. And how Vyapti is talked about, that yatra yatra dhumaha tatra tatra vanni. Dhyan deke sunna, please be careful. I am translating everything. Wherever there is a smoke, there will be a fire. I am not saying wherever there is a fire, there is a smoke. It is possible there is a fire and there may not be smoke. I am not saying fog. Don't confuse fog, please.
If you are confusing fog, you have a foggy brain. And foggy brain will give soggy knowledge. Don't confuse smoke and fog. Wherever there is a smoke, there is a fire. Wherever there is a fire, there may not be smoke. Don't confuse, you have to be a little careful and sharp what I'm talking about. Only another example I'll give, don't worry. Lot of things will come. Why you have to study all these things? To find out what is the means of knowledge for knowing that self which is my goal, which is my purusharth, main purusharth. Oh, that is parked somewhere, I'll bring it back. You cannot draw inference. You went to the doctor and use this pramana. Whole science is based on this pramana only. He saw temperature is there regularly, every evening I have temperature. I think you have infection then. Infection has got into you. If you say, doctor, I have cold, he is not worried. But if you say I have fever, then he is worried. Then that means infection has gone now. So yat cold, yat fever, tatra tat cold. Tatra tat bacteria, tatra virus. This is vyapti between them. That means virus has become stronger. Virus sometimes is there, but still fever is not there. Body is able to fight out that. This is a lot of viruses there, but it is not operative as much. Okay. This is vyapti. In Anuman, vyapti will be there. Whether you are understanding medical, whether engineering, whether anything, all are based on vyapti. You will not use these words, but the inferences are there. This is how the Wright brothers made the aeroplane also. They found out this will be there, then that is possible. Okay. So this is called, and please note, as much praman you will use in your life, to that extent you will become clearer and purer. Kekai did not use the right praman in knowing Bhagwan Ram. She would have known that one who has broken the bow cannot be other than Ishwar. Either Shivji could have broken the bow or Vishnuji would have broken the bow. Brahmaji is out of all these things. Any human being cannot break that bow. But she did not use this Anuman Brahman, and therefore she failed to understand. She failed to give the position to that Bhagwan Ram. And Mother Sita used a wrong Pratyaksh Praman in seeing the deer. When she saw the golden deer, she said, see, the golden deer is there. And there also little Anuman was required. That such a golden deer is not there. There is nothing called a golden deer. And Lakshmanji said this point in Valmiki Ramayana, that this is not a real deer, this is a Marish coming in the form of deer. But they didn't give him any, both of them didn't give any importance to his word. So when you don't use right praman in your interaction and behavior, you will always do wrong behavior and wrong interaction. Your vyavahar is based on praman actually. The second praman is there. Third praman is called Arthapatti praman. Arthapatti praman. They say presumption, English word is, but that is not a very great translation. You can say multi-step inference. Multi-step inference. What is Arthapatti? Arthat apatti, arthapatti. He arrived by implication. Knowledge arrived by implication. And understand what is by implication. That means knowledge is used when it is not possible to gain knowledge otherwise. That is called arthapatti. Anyatha anupattau. Anyatha anupattau. Means what? One person is there, his name is Devdatta. I go to his house every day in the morning 8 o'clock and come back at evening 8 o'clock. And he said, I'm not eating anything. But after 40 days of not eating anything, he has not lost weight. Rather, he has gained weight. अब here, there is Anuman is not there. Because Anuman, both will be simultaneous. Now you have Artha. How to know that he has weight if he is not eating? Devdatta divau na bhungte is not eating in the day, but still he is round and sound. That means Ratrau bhungte. That means Devdatta must be eating in the night. How do you know? Because multi-step inference is there. I know one who not eating is connected to losing of the weight. I have seen with me also, with others also, and yesterday night they were talking a lot about this only. That losing of the weight is connected with not eating. So if he had not eaten, he would have definitely lost weight. And second inference is, even if the person is not eating, still he will be sound and round when he is not eating. So there are two inferences are there. Multi-step inferences are there. It's not one inference. One inference is between eating and gaining weight, or eating and maintaining weight at least. And second inference is, if he is not eating, still weight will be there. That will continue. You don't have to eat continuously to maintain weight. Even if once you eat, twice you eat, it is sufficient to maintain your weight. There are multi-step inferences are there. I hope you're understanding. But I can't understand this knowledge by inference. Anyatha anupattau. Dhyan dekhiye sunna isko. Anyatha anupattau. Otherwise, not that to find out this. This is called arthapatti. Arthat apatti. Arthat means by implication, from implication. Not inference, not guess. This is called arthapatti pramana. Somebody is, doesn't do anything, but lot of money he is getting. Doesn't work. One businessman was there in Calcutta, he said, I don't work at all. But I am flooded with lot of money from all sides. 32 places I have my showrooms all over India, this, that. I said, you must be working hard. Well, I don't work hard. So two things that you must have worked hard earlier. 20 years, 30, now you are not working, established. And very important thing is, if somebody is, then he must have done some good action to get so much of money also. Somebody's good son you see. Somebody's very good daughter you see. Somebody's very good wife you see. Somebody's husband you see. And you feel, he must have done some good action. You don't see the actions. Arthapatti pramana. Anuman is not there. Please note, pramana, tight definition. We loosely use word inference and implication. but they are not to be loosely used. I feel so much he has done, so much popularity. Such a beautiful person, such a handsome person, such a beautiful. Some karma he must have done to get this beauty. Some karma he must have done to get the husband or wife. What karma? That I don't know. I don't know. How much Devdatta eats? That I don't know. Exactly, I can't, but this much I can say by Arthapatti. Because I don't see any other thing to explain this point, how he is getting so many things. So karma phal sambandh is through Arthapatti Pramana, not Anuman Pramana. Okay, this is third Pramana. Third Pramana. Is it okay? Acha. Fourth Praman is called Upaman Praman, not Upma, Upaman Praman. बोले उपमा खाते खाते प्रमाण जो प्रणाम किया जाता उसको उपमान नहीं उपमान प्रमाण इलस्ट्रेशन इट इज कॉल्ड इलस्ट्रेशन उपमीयते अनेन इति उपमान उपमान मीन्स अप्रोक्सीमेशन लाइक दिस ही इज देयर an animal like a cow gavya nilgai is there. I don't know what is called in English. Nilgai. Have you seen that animal? It is like a cow. So something you don't know and you don't know, but something you are indicating by what you have known. That is called Upaman Pramana. It is an antelope with the signs of a cow. Upaman Pramana. So it is called approximate knowledge. Approximate knowledge. Like then Parikshit ji was born. So the astrologers were called. Well, how will be his nature? He will be great donor like Ranti Dev. He will be great fighter like Kal. He will be very righteous person like Ram Bhagwan. So when you give an example, then it tells the quality of a person. He roared like a lion. Upman Praman. He has gone to his mother. He has gone to his father. His teacher was also like that. You are describing the person through which other person knows that. It is called Upaman Praman. Upaman means Drishtant. Drishta. Will we use it? Of course we use it. How? In serving somebody. Because you know that he will be hungry. How do you know? Because I am hungry. From my hunger I can infer he will be hungry. Seva you use Upman Praman. As much Upman Praman you use, to that extent your vyavahar will be good. Because I don't like you should be angry on me. Then I also should not be angry on you. How do I like that? No, because I feel very bad if somebody is angry. I feel very bad when you lie to me. I feel very bad. I can tolerate everything except lie. Then why do you like? So vyavahar, more you use Upman Pramana, more your vyavahar will have softness and gentleness. Upaman Pramana. Is it okay? Pradyumna ji is like Krishna Bhagavan. So to tell form, gun, you use this Pramana. Various things you use that Pramana. His face is like the moon. This is Upman Pramana. Of course with the craters. So this is Upman Praman. कितना हो गया? चार प्रमाण. Last is Anupalabdhi Pramana. Anupalabdhi, absence. From the knowledge of absence, please note, absence in a particular place and time. So when, where, what absence is there? Bole, he is not coming, I think he is not well. He is in the ashram, I think he has overslept. Or he is not well. Today road is all empty because it's a holiday, I think. I'll come to it later on. Absence pramana is a little technical. So these are the 5 pramana. And last is called Laukik Shabda Pramana. Who is he? His name is Ramesh. Then I know you. This is called Ramesh. I hope this point is clear. What is it called? This is called a computer, the particular kind of computer is this. This instrument is called this. Acha. Every knowledge in this world happens only by these 6 pramana. And wrongly used pramana, please note, ego is not proved by any pramana. Ego is not Vastu Tantra, it is Purush Tantra. I think I am important, but nobody else thinks. It is not Vastu Tantra, it is my imagined. Attachment is also not said by Pramana. It is Bhava. Praman is very, very ruthless. जैसा है वैसे बोल देगा. There is no emotions involved in the Praman. It is not based on your emotions. I like that person, he is very good because he gives joy to me. That he gives joy to me, that itself is not proved by Praman. Means what? Tell me. Who gives? Body gives, Atma gives. Bole dekhiye, he gives, don't just let us finish the topic. No. We are talking about Praman Vichar. When you say he gives joy to me, let us now investigate this sentence. Bole, this way I cannot enjoy anything. He is who? He is body, Atma, Jeev. What is he? Bole, he is Atma. Atma cannot give joy. There is no doing in Atma. Okay, let us say Jeev. So Jeev is a mixture of Atma and mind, which is a wrong mixture. One is a wrong mixture. How can he give true joy to you? And you, who you? You got joy. You, Atma got joy, or body got joy, or Jeev got joy. Bole, all together. All together, Atma cannot mix with anything. So that which cannot give joy is giving to joy who cannot get joy. And this is called attachment. This is not based on Praman. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, which is there, is not based on it. It is not provable thing. Therefore, they are mithya. If it is not proved by any Praman, it is Gyan. It is not Gyan Janyam. There is no knowledge possible, real knowledge. Because real knowledge will be there, it will be same. Ek baat aur dhyan lena. Praman is always anadi. Praman is always made by God. Praman is not human-made thing. ध्यान देकर सुनना इसे. Praman is beginningless. Praman is not Jeev Tant, Kartru. It is Ishwar made. Praman cannot be destroyed. In some form it will always be there. Eyes are not made by human being. It is Ishwar made. It is Anadi. बोले माइक्रोस्कोप. Microscope is not a praman. It is not the main praman. Okay. कितना प्रमाण हो गया? 5, 6 प्रमाण. अभी तो मेन बात हुई. Main thing has not yet come. And if praman is there, there has to be pramata. Pramata is operator of that praman, who is saying this is my knowledge. After using the praman, who claims the knowledge is called pramata. Now the problem is Vedas. There are a lot of subjects which are beyond senses. Pap and Punya, Karm Phal, Atma, Ishwar, Devata. There are 3 areas which are beyond senses. That is not known by Pratyaksh Praman. And because they are not known by Pratyaksh Praman, all 6 Praman collapse. And where all 6 Praman collapse, there comes Ved Praman, Shruti Praman. That is called Apaurushe Shruti Praman. I hope this point is clear. Very clear. All will fail. 3 areas. Where? Dharma area, Pap Punya Dharma. I did this havan, what will be the fruit? That you cannot find out. Bole, I gave donation. What is the fruit? That you cannot know it by Pratyaksh Praman. Bole, which fruit is there today? What fruit will come? How is my future? That you cannot know by eyes, etc. And Anuman, no, you cannot know anything. Because all Praman are based on Pratyaksh only. So all Praman collapse. But is there? Second, about Ishwar. You can have some inference, but really Ishwar you won't know. And third is about the self or the knowledge of the Atma. You will not know by any Praman. And all Praman here don't work. Like eyes will not be working for ears. Nose will not be working for taste. So these Praman are not working in these 3 areas. Dharma area, Ishwar area and Atma area. These 3 areas, one who covers these 3 areas is called Ved. So Ved is also called the 6th eye, 6th Praman. And about this, why I am telling to bring a lot of importance in Taittiriya Upanishad. It is not just written by somebody. Because it is the knowledge of the self which you want. And about that self which I told was unlimited. Cannot be Pratyaksh. And therefore it is known by Ved Praman. 3 areas are of Ved. This we will see more in tomorrow's class. Take your own time, reflect on that. And so you have some time. You can make your new notes based on first question, what is the definition of Pramana? Second question, how many Pramans are there? Third question, please describe each Praman. Fourth question, why these 6 Praman are not effective for knowing the nature of self? These are the 4 questions you can base on your notes on. Only these 4 questions can't be in 2 pages. 1 page, 2 pages. My notes will be Pramana for this. No, you can one side, other side. Revise it, internalize it, take your time, then you will know the importance of Upanishad. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.